How is everybody doing? Kim has been very patient in the TikTok stream. Hi Kim, and thank you very much for obviously joining again. So we're at Miami Airport this evening, and we are flying to a place called Havana, which is in Cuba. You may have seen some really cool photos of Cuba with the old style cars, etc. And that's where we're going to be flying to. We're in the Airbus A320. Hi Microwave Dave, how you doing? We're on the Airbus A320, and it's a United livery as well, so something a little bit different this time. And the best thing ever is that it's going to be shared cockpit again with Jerry. Do you want to say hello, Jerry? Yeah. And it's just fantastic to be able to do this shared operations, and the bonus actually tonight is that I'll have a little bit less pressure because it's now Jerry's turn to fly and be pilot flying, and myself as pilot monitoring. So it means that I'll be sitting in the right hand seat and Jerry will be sitting in the left hand seat. So a bit of a swap around. And what we're going to do over these simulated sessions is take turns essentially. So when one session I'll be pilot flying and Jerry will be pilot monitoring. And then we swap round, and it gives a little bit of an experience, gets me used to multi-crew as well operations, which I'm not really familiar with, so I just battle my way through with this. But even still, it's really enjoyable, and I hope hope you're enjoying being taken along with the journey as well. So let's go in the flight deck, and we'll have a look around the flight deck. So, it looks like Jerry's been busy. I think he's already done most of the flow, and I'll just check over, because I know the main priority was to put the ADRSs on and to get the fuel started there. I'll just flick to auto and arm. There we go. Perfect. So do you want to give us a little bit of a brief while I load the passengers, about a general chat about what we're doing, what the expected departure is, and how long the flight is, etc. Do you want to give a bit of an overview? Yeah. Well, the Jerry cam's now active for you. You can certainly go ahead and jump on the computer side, yeah. Kim wants to know, have you been demoted, Fly UK? And no, I haven't been. I haven't been demoted. I've put Jerry in his rightful place as captain, you know. But no. We basically, what we're doing, Kim, is we're essentially going to be taking turns flying. So one of us on one of the stream will be pilot flying, so captain, and then the other person will be co-pilot, pilot monitoring, or first officer, should I say. And then the next stream we'll swap roles essentially, and I think it's Andrew TikTok Scotland has said, "Is this a real flight?" Obviously, just playing around. Is a regular. We'll ignore the regulars for sure. Yeah, I'm only joking. But yeah, we are essentially taking turns. So yeah. Okay, great. Okay. Certainly not, Jerry. That's all sounds good to me. And you know, we this is going to be just to let you all know. This is going to be my first attempt of acting as a first officer, you know, or pilot monitoring role, isn't it, on a stream? So anything could happen on this. We've had a bit of a half and half sort of. It hasn't been too official, has it, in previous streams? But I'm trying to tighten this up and make it a little bit more realistic for everybody. Hopefully, it goes to plan, of course. Well, thanks, thanks, Jerry. I mean, it always helps with a bit of encouragement, doesn't it? You know, just before I sort of have a go at it. I mean, hopefully I don't get tongue twisted, etc. So this is for Dylan that wanted an outside shot of the aircraft. So we're in a United Airbus A320. Oh, look, there's a car out there. Let's try and track that. There's a van, and yeah, you've got the jet bridge, is it? Attached to the aircraft. We've got the external power, and we've got the pushback tug in front of the aircraft as well. And look at those engines, how cool. I'll go back in the cockpit and we'll just see how the passengers are doing. Just while I'm doing that, Jerry, could you confirm what the fuel was for the flight plan, just to cross-reference? 4.9 tons. Okay, that sits about right. So 4.880. Okay. Perfect. Okay, thank you, Joe. Oh wow, that was very professional, Jerry. I have to admit, it's like you've done it before somehow. That's crazy. Oh blimey. Okay, so passengers are boarded, so we can release the jet bridge, which I'll do on the iPad just in case it goes southwards. Okay, that's been released. Yeah. Yep. Transponder's on. Yeah.
Cockpit to ground.
Before we start checklist,
Ground. Stand by.
cockpit prep, EFS switches, gear pins and covers, signs, ADRS, fuel block, perfect, barrel reference.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground.
Okay, below the
equipment
line,
is removed.
mobile phone and iPad.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Take
Parking
off.
brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Yeah, take off data.
Standing by for pushback.
Sorry, yeah. So, say that again, sorry, Joe. Yeah, performance. Sorry, yeah. Yes, that's a good point. Okay, that's what we do checklists, of course. Yeah, let me just get that data. It's got to be done. Let's go and get the weight and balance of this. Okay, so 25. That's never been bang on 25 actually. Okay, so let's just... I can't actually move the wheel, but would you be able to move the wheel for me to 25? Keep going back towards you. It's 30, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. Keep going. Stop there. 0.4, I think. All right. Okay, so into the bus. So 0.4 up, and let's go to. So it was 4.9 on the fuel. And performance. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so oh, that's the first, isn't it? We'll have yeah. So takeoff data. Okay, windows and doors. There we go. Got it. Armed. Okay, and thrust levers. ATC transponder, parking brake, and beacon. Perfect. Okay, before start, checklist complete. Okay, clear to lift and starting.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
It's lifted on my side
Okay,
and
cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
release the park brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Okay, we're not moving. I think you have to do it being pilot in control actually, thinking about it. Sorry. Yeah, so brakes are off, so yeah. Set park brake. Yeah, so this is a new one for us because usually it's myself flying, pilot flying, and Joey's pilot monitoring. So we don't usually have the issues with the tug side of things. We're adapting though. We're adapting. Oops, sorry, that was my fault. Oh dear. Schoolboy error for getting the APU to be turned on. Okay. Yes. Oh dear. I hope you're just not making me feel like, feel better about that situation, Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Disconnect the external power. Oh, look at that. That's how it's supposed to happen. All right. And release parking brake. Okay. All right. I was thinking. Oh no, it's still not moving. The brake's seized or whatever. No, we can't. No. Got some. Look at that. We've got some suicidal sort of forklift drivers and trucks going around. Kim said, "Have you broke it, Dan?" I think so. No, it's all right now. It's fine. We're just being pushed back, and this is where we judge the tug driver's skills of getting us onto the taxiway. Okay. Did Jerry forget to turn his mic on? Oh, imagine. This is crazy. Parking brake set. Start engine number 1. Oh dear. Hello, Mr. Mickey. Mickey 80. How you doing? Regulars are rolling in now. We've got quite a few of the roll. Yeah. And thanks for the shares and thanks for the follows and thanks for the subscriptions over on YouTube as well. There's about 1,500 subscribers over there, roughly. So yeah, I mean, if you do have YouTube, then don't forget to subscribe. And if you are a public subscriber, you get a nice little animation, very similar to this one, but for subscribers only. Stunning. Yeah. And I think I've asked this before, but what is that that hydraulics noise when the second engine comes into play? Gotcha. Miami is so busy, isn't it, with all this traffic coming along? Yeah, ignition. Yeah, on the spoiler. Yeah. Select flat 1, sorry, on the hardware, yeah. Sure. Okay, after start checklist, engine anti-ice, engine mode selector, rudder trim, pitch trim, and flight instruments, and ECAM status. Okay, that's the after start checklist complete. Ready to call for taxi clearance. Okey-dokey. Okey-dokey. The pressure's on. Okay. Air brake release. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets.
That's a new one for me. NWSTRG disc.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor light will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest
yes,
exit
yeah.
may be behind you. In an
Okay.
emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board.
Yep, set parking brake.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when
so
the
it's
seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend
it's
that you keep
it's
it fastened.
NWSTRG disc in orange, and then you got the predictive wind shear off.
Pull a mask
Um,
towards you to
yeah.
start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Yeah.
Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each each side
Yeah.
to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water,
Yeah.
take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
No.
As the tapes
Let me
around
just-
your waist.
Okay, let me just switch the... Is there a way of taking that takeoff config top screen? Is there a way of refreshing that top screen somehow?
Outside, inflate by pulling the top. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow
okay.
into the tube. There is a light and a whistle for attracting
Okay.
attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table
Yeah.
must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you
Okay,
pleasant
no worries.
flight with EasyJet.
Perfect. Parking brake off, yeah. The 787 looks good though. So I missed some of the conversation here. Yeah, I've only flew a little bit of the 787 on the sim, but mainly been focusing on the Airbus A320 due to the shared cockpit experiences, etc. It's been really quite good fun. Yeah. Yeah, the Cessna. Me and Jerry actually. Well, Jerry was got me practicing ILS in a Cessna 172 with steam gauges, which was quite fun. John Hamilton's on board on the YouTube. How you doing, John? I know what it is. He's upset that I bet him with the gifts. Oh, why is Jerry quiet this evening? Is he concentrating? Yeah, it's because he's taxiing out. Yeah, you can see him. He's focusing on that line.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
It's a little bit of a glitch on my side where because
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for
sorry,
visual. Thank you and
basically on my
goodbye.
side the tug is still hanging around. He's just going now on my side. I think he's taken us right the way out to the right the way out to the taxi sort of the holding point, should I say. Yeah, he's gone. He's going. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh dear, but I mean that's impressive that it was actually replicated, you know, in the aircraft. So it gave a problem. I mean, there's a tug attached to the front of the aircraft, and there was a oh dear me, it just. Yeah, I mean it's fairly similar. I mean this is my view and this is Jerry's view. So he's on the left-hand side, I'm on the right-hand side, etc. So it's pretty cool. But sometimes there are slight differences due to the technology. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that, Jerry. Yeah, I thought it wasn't a good idea to take off with a tug in linked to us. You know, it was. Oh yeah, that's true. I only noticed it because I went to the outside shot to have a look at the outside, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was interesting, you know. But it was on the Jerry cam, you see. So everybody else couldn't see it. And I was like, oh, how are we going to deal with this? And I thought, well, I'll just quickly off screen. I'll quickly take the tug off there. But it was like took disconnected, ready to start, you know, and all this business or finished starting procedure. I'm like, oh no. So that was going on. There was me. Yeah, everybody. I'm just wondering whether they're winding. Oh no. Hold on a minute. Are you being serious about this then? I'm just. I mean, that's going to be a poor show if you can't hear Jerry. That's for sure. Okay, hold on.
Okay, well let's get the audio sorted here.
Oh dear. Just.
Can you just check? You just check your OBS.
Okay, I've just flicked it on and off again with the mute. Oh no!
Okay.
I can't believe we.
I'm here now, am I?
Oh,
okay. What did you do, Dan? You had me quiet all evening. They missed such a good stream there.
Sorry.
Good evening, guys. How are you doing? Those of you who haven't heard, my apologies. I might have given I'm talking to Dan, and Dan can hear me, but nobody else can. Oh my word.
Oh dear.
It doesn't matter. Look, we're here now, and that's it. So, all right. That's Dan's fault. Dan's fault.
That is actually my fault this time. I mean, Jerry, I feel I've got really red in the face. You can't see it, but I've got red in the face thinking, oh no, because.
And we're doing so well. I did all.
Do you know what? You're gonna have to brief the passengers again.
Okay, we'll just take 2 minutes then. I'll quickly go over everything. Okay. So here's where we are on. If you want to stick it onto the jerry can there.
Okay. Oh,
okay. So.
Yeah.
When you see the map, here's where we are, parked right beside the runway here. It's a little magenta. We're going to be taking off on this runway. Once we do, we're going to be following some picture like this. We'll come off the runway, we'll make a right-hand turn, and we'll come all the way down here, in and out of the coast, all the way down to a point called Canoa. We've checked everything. It's all in the box, and everything is all set up. The passengers didn't hear me earlier on, so just give me 2 minutes, Dan. You listen to ATC there, and I'll just give them a quick brief. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening again from the flight deck. Captain speaking. My name is Jerry. Joining me on the flight deck is Dan, and together on behalf of all the crew, you're all very welcome on board this US Airlines to Cuba. Apologies we didn't get chatting to you earlier on at the gate. We were fairly bit busy. However, we were now number one to take off on runway 208 right. Once we do depart, we're making a right-hand turn, and flight time today is going to be just under 55 minutes. The weather en route is forecast to be very pleasant flying conditions. There might be a small bit of turbulence. If we do encounter it, I'll keep the seatbelt sign on, ask you to remain seated with the belts fastened securely. Once we establish in the cruise, we'll update you further in our progress, but for now, on behalf of all the crew, I wish you a pleasant flight. Okay, Dan, I'm back with you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Poor passengers, they didn't hear us earlier on. Like,
I mean, I was just, do you know, the temptation to laugh just the thought of you've done all that already. Oh my word, I'm so
no
sorry,
worries.
Jerry.
No worries. So we've done the before takeoff checks, have we?
No. So
okay, let's do them.
Okay, so before takeoff checks. So would this be part of a flow first, or would we just?
It should be all done at this stage.
All done. Okay. All right. Yeah. Great. All right. So before takeoff checklist, flight controls
are checked.
Briefing and nav aids.
It's confirmed and set for the Canoa departure off runway 08 right. We're climbing to altitude of 10,000 feet, and that's all checked.
Okay, flaps.
One is planned. Just move control there. One is planned, one is selected, and 1+F is indicating.
Okay, V1, V2, and flex temp.
It's 124, 125, 129. Flex, actually using Toga this evening gives us 85%. That's sensible.
Okay. Okay, great. And ATC code
is set.
and ECAM memo.
Takeoff. We have the cabin there, so I'll just get the cabin.
Okay.
There we go. Takeoff. No, that wouldn't work. We try the other one. Takeoff. No blue.
Perfect, thank you.
Below the line, please.
Below the line, EFS and iPad.
Stowed.
Cabin,
Secured.
PAX and APU.
The PAX is on and the APU is off.
And TCAS I will change to
TARA, please.
Yeah.
And we'll switch on the radar. I'll switch it on there, and the PWS is now on. License roads, radar, PWS, TARA, brake fans off, camera is off, memos are checked. So, let's do it.
Okay then, let's go. Park and brake off.
Brake released.
Okay.
And this is me thinking Kim was joking with us earlier on. She wasn't. The mic was actually off.
I'm gonna have a good laugh at this later. The thing is, though, like it's really hard because the regulars like a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke, and it's really hard to know whether they
I know
winding you up, you know,
winding us up or not, like, you know.
Oh dear. I still didn't believe it when there was a few comments, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, actually, you know.
I was just thinking, hey, did somebody else just say Jerry's very quiet? And I was like, hold on a minute. Oh,
dear.
God, I'm at the parking slightly angled ways. Straighten that up a bit. There we go. Okay, Dan, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so everything's all done. Check is complete. 50%. And you will check when it's 50% and the engines are stabilized, and you will call stabilized.
Sure.
Around 48% will do.
Okay, perfect. Stabilized.
Okay. Stabilized?
Stabilized, yep.
Toga.
Okay, main toga, SRS, runway. 100 knots.
Checks.
V1, rotate.
Okay.
Positive rates.
Checks, gear up.
Wow, look at those views. Fantastic.
Autopilot 1, please.
Autopilot 1. Engaged.
And engage auto thrust as well, please.
Auto thrust engaged. Thrust lever, climb, thrust
Climb.
line. Yep.
Wow, that's South Beach. That's South Beach just straight ahead of us there on that little... We see that bridge that takes you across? And if you go to the far side, that's all South Beach, the famous beach in Miami.
Wow.
And there's two islands that's just like pods of islands out there to the left hand side of me. That's where all millionaires, I mean, you want to see the houses that's there, they're like 20, 30 million each. S plus increasing, flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Those houses are megabucks.
So which one's your house then, Jerry?
See the one that's on the left there? In the back of it, there's a little toilet shed for the pool. That's where I live. Okay, so we are climbing away, nice and good. So have the after takeoff checks, please.
Okay, after takeoff checklist. We've got after takeoff checklist. We've got landing gear
Is up,
flaps,
retracted,
PAX,
on, and we are pressurizing.
APU
Is off.
and barrel reference.
We're on Q&H at the moment. Should be.
It should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Switch it to inches of mercury. Let's keep it real, okay? So Q&H is 3014, and that's passing 6,500 feet now. So we're good. We're away. And more importantly, we have the sound working.
I just can't believe it. Sorry, Jerry.
Oh, you're fine.
So look at the Jerry cam. See what he's doing anyway.
Not much. Here we go. Let's have a little look out here. I can't see behind I know. What's that? There's some more. All that real estate out there along that coast, megabucks. Absolutely megabucks down this direction.
We've got Saint City Limerick from Limerick in Ireland. Then we've got Marwan, hello from Jordan. How you doing?
Climbing 320. Okay, so just steady my cam. There we go. So I'm now climbing flight level 320. Okay.
Okay, 320. Nuclear Limit on Twitter said, how did the Class 1 go? It went really well. I passed it, and so I'm on to the ATPL studies now. Yeah.
Okay, we're passing 10 then. Will you put the lights in for me, please, and leave the seatbelt sign on? There was a little bit of turbulence forecast just down here in case we encounter it. Okay. And that's it. We're good to go.
Okay, leaving the seatbelts on.
And you switched those off, did you? There you go. No.
Sorry, yeah.
Ah, you're alright. What did you switch off? What button did you touch, Ted?
Right, so this stream has gone from bad to worse. I did forget to
it's
funny.
funny.
My fault. I forgot to put the landing lights on for takeoff. So
you're okay. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
So I did pretend that you caught me out though.
No, we're all
I
good.
pretended to turn them off and I turned them on and off again, etc. Yeah.
Okay.
The eagle-eared Jerry picked up on the fact that it wasn't a switch off; it was a double. Willow Pillow 63, where are you flying to? We're flying to Cuba. Livenish UK said, sat on a bloody simulator when you could be with the lads at Butlins. So he's off at Butlins today. Well, he's already there on an 80s weekend.
Cool.
Look, I can't do Butlins and afford a commercial license this year. That's so I've got to choose my priorities. Simulators are free at the minute, actually. That's the on here anyway. I tell you what, look at the views. Look at the views.
Incredible. Dan, if you don't mind, just go back over Kim's stuff. I miss Kim's stuff. Kim, we are still friends after last night's stream. We had the rose throwing competition. It was brilliant. It was. Yeah, we're still friends. Of course we are. And what else have we got? That's the record in there. All right, that's good. That's good. Didn't miss much.
Yeah, that's why the checklists were invented. Yeah,
that's it.
But do you know what though? On the checklist, because that's part of a flow, isn't it? Not actually on the doing checklist. Is that right, Jerry?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
some of it is, and some of it isn't.
So is landing lights part of the?
That would be just before you. Yeah, it's a thing that you would do before you take off, obviously.
Yeah.
And you just double check you're going through 10,000 feet. The reason for it is. Actually, Dan, before we don't want to miss the opportunity, if you just look out Jerry Cam here, I'm looking at my side window.
Yeah, Jerry Cam.
Look at that property down there. Look at that. That is incredible. Megabucks. But yeah, so what I was saying there was if you noticed on one of our walkarounds, when I asked you to put the landing light down, it folded out of the wing. When we go up past 10,000 feet, sorry, set standard for the moment?
Yes, set standard.
Yeah, I said it. Standard set. It folds out of the wing. When we go up past 10,000 feet, we accelerate from 250 knots on the way up to 280, 300 knots. You get a lot of air resistance against them, so you just fold them away at 10,000 feet.
That makes sense.
That's it.
Hey. Where's he heading? So Peter Walton has asked where are we heading. So yeah, Willow Pillow 63. This is a simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Incredible graphics. You know, it's incredible. I mean, at first glance, you think actually that looks real, but we're off to Havana in Cuba from Miami. And I'm a real-life private pilot. I'm getting, I'm hoping to work towards my commercial as we speak, basically as of next week. So I've got my Class 1 medical passed Monday, and I'm starting my study for the airline exams, etc. This week. And Jerry's a real-world airline captain for the Airbus A320. What are they serving for the in-flight dinner? John Hamilton said that may be the Florida Keys, that house that you were looking at.
I
Jerry?
think he's right. The Florida Keys, if you actually look out the Jerry cam again.
Jerry Cam, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're flying down along the Florida Keys here, and that'll take you all the way down there towards Key West at the very, very tip. So we might just go over the end of it there. Let's see. See all that there?
Yeah.
That's, I think, now somebody probably have a better geography than me, but I do believe that takes you all the way down to Key West, the very, very last point on the earth, as they say.
And I'm just looking. There's Bermuda Triangle. I think that's a bit further away, isn't it? I think.
That I don't know off the top of my head, but I know we're not a million miles away. But let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So if me and Dan disappear tonight, you know where we're going.
We don't want that to happen. And before we go any further, it usually happens at the start of the stream, but I want to give thanks to the Patreon members that are supporting the channel. And for those that do want to join the Patreon channel or the Patreon member side, then you can do so by going to patreon.com/flyuk. And we're just going to welcome those patrons on board. So in economy, we haven't got anybody in economy at the moment in the Patreon members, but in business, we've got Livingist UK, Matthew Allen, Niall Conway, Steve Rowe in business. Thank you ever so much for the business class Patreon members. And first class, we have Christian, John Restall over in first class, and we've got a good 10 seats left in first class if you do want to join that. So thanks ever so much for obviously your support on the channel. And if you do want to join, then you can do so by going to patreon.com/flyuk. And that was guys, this is awesome. And how Jerry does this as a busman's holiday, you can tell he loves flying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It is.
To be
fantastic.
honest, it's because he actually doesn't like flying. It's because I said I could make him a star, and straight away he was like, "Oh, really? Don't tell me."
Where'd you get my pilot's license?
I said I could make him a star, and he was straight there. I said he could be as big as Take That and all the other boy bands.
That's because the X Factor didn't work for me many years
Is
ago.
that right?
Yeah, but it didn't work out too well.
It's are you sure you're not Roland Keating or something like that?
No.
No? All right, okay.
I know him.
Do you?
Many moons ago, yeah. Just where we'd all drink in the local place. He used to frequent there a fair bit. But obviously, as he got a bit more busy with the bands, he's actually a really nice guy, in fairness. He's a really down-to-earth, dead sound guy. And many times you sit there, you have a pint, and then you start to get known a little bit more. You used to get a little bit more attention in the bar, and it was just, you couldn't go out and enjoy a pint then. So you could imagine, you just had to stop going there too often.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it must be a really
and he was in Westlife, yeah.
He's better looking than Ronan. Oh dear. Doug Stenner on YouTube has said, "I bet Jerry's Airbus cockpits ain't that clean." Oh, what are you trying to say about Jerry's cockpit, eh?
Yeah, somebody's obviously stuck their head in the cockpit when I was flying and looked in and seen the crumbs on the floor,
Mind you, though, I mean, this is very clinical. It would be really nice if they'd done an update that, made it a little bit more worn, and a little bit sort of, maybe a few sort of head hair on the dash and stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, look at those keys. Can you see? Sorry, can you see the keys there?
I'll go on the Jerry cam.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I can see them. Yeah.
You can see them.
Just about
look out my window. My head is straight up on the window here. I disappeared underneath the gun.
Thanks for the gift, Said Launch. So Said Launch is Jerry's one of Jerry's biggest fans. I think Kim's right there as well. But we've got the top gifts from the last simulator stream as well to mention. The top gifters. Oh look, Kim was top gifter. Siobhan. Said Launch is in there with 6 coins. India, and Telly 1 and I'm not too sure who the last one is. It's then the top 5 what we can fit in there. But the top gifters from this stream will be mentioned on the next simulator live stream as well. So
watch Kim now. Here we go.
Oh no, this is what happens. It sort of lights the fuse for that. And one thing I do want to mention is that we've got a Patreon only live stream on Sunday. So Patreon only live stream on Sunday, and that's from and I think it's at 9 o'clock on Sunday. I'll have to double check, but that's from Madrid to Gibraltar.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that as well. And as it pans out, it looks like I'm flying it, Jerry. Because
no, it's great because you landed in Gibraltar before in the Airbus 320.
And you've done it for real, have you? You say?
No, what I'm asking you, have you done it on the simulator on an Airbus 320?
I have, but only before I was actually officially trained up a little bit by Jerry. I think So it's
good
so
because I can tell
in.
Everybody. Other patrons who's going to be joining that stream on Sunday, for Dan landing into Gibraltar, get your popcorn and let's watch this one. It's a short runway.
Oh dear, so it's going to be, so if you want to see that stream, don't forget to sign up to patreon.com/flyuk, and that's Patreon only stream on Sunday, and they're once a month, so the patrons got to vote on what out of 3 choices what they wanted to see as an A to B flight. And I'm also going to be in touch with, thanks for the gifts, Kim, as well, appreciate it. And also, I'm trying to arrange for patrons for the first class members, I know for sure, but I might extend that to the business class members as well, that they're going to get a Zoom meeting with myself, maybe Jerry if he's available, but we'll try and do that. And we'll have a bit of a chat amongst ourselves, have a bit of a laugh, get to know some of the Patreon members a little bit better. So yeah, I'm trying to arrange that this week and see. Yeah, it depends on the availability of Patreon members, but it'd be really good to see them and have a bit more of a chat. So thanks again for the gifts, Kim, absolute star. Thanks to the likes, said Launch, and thanks to the likes, Num Naps as well. And thanks for the subscriptions and likes over on the YouTube side as well. I do appreciate it. There's about 6 people over there watching on the YouTube.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the views are stunning around this area.
It's getting a bit built up here with the weather ahead, so I hope there's no convective activity in the area. Dan, I just took a quick mental. Sorry, everybody who's watching. Dan, I took a quick mental note of the fuel there. We should have 3.6 tons, and we passed a point called McClaw. Can you just do a fuel check and tell me if you're happy with that?
Yeah, so that's fine. We're 3.8 tons now.
3.8 now.
Yeah.
And what was their minimum there by McClaw? Can you see it on the flight plan by any chance? Don't worry.
Hold on 2 seconds.
I think I threw the flight plan here on the floor. I'll pick it up somewhere. 1 second.
Sorry, I can have a look.
I just thought we burnt a little bit of extra fuel there. I wasn't quite sure. I just want to make sure we don't have a leak or anything like that, Oh, I have it, Dan. We should have 2.3. We're fine. No, we're fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that fuel check is right. That's great. Sorry. Go ahead.
This is where I don't know why they haven't supplied a second computer on the right hand side. It's I suppose that it just they didn't expect people flying it in joint. Maybe that's a suggestion you could ask them if they would. Just even duplicate what's on the left-hand side, give us the right one. That'd be really cool.
Just to put the EFB even over there, it'd be only a matter of small cost, I'd imagine,
Oh yeah, I'd imagine that is just the case. Even if they, like, say, just a duplicate. So you can fly from both. That'd be really handy. I'll leave you to arrange that. Thanks. 50 TikToks. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate that. Pulling the tug during the taxi didn't burn that much fuel. John Hamilton has said.
Just read it at the same time.
So funny. You are right.
You are right. Sharp.
and I'd imagine, apart from probably the yelling and shouting that the guy in the tug would probably be doing, I'd imagine that you probably wouldn't notice it too much because the Airbus being so heavy, you know, apart from the warnings. I don't know. Might be some more crunching, and I don't know how it works, really.
It's screaming, people getting sucked into engines. No, that's not a laughing matter, because the thing about it is, I've got to go out there someday and do this for real. I'll have to, in my mind now, I will, you know.
All right, let's have a look at the outside. Let's have a look at the outside of the flight. So we won't be able to hear me and Jerry just for a moment because it would be probably loud out there. So just
I'll just keep my head in here.
So there we go. Look at that.
Oh wow.
It always amazes me, the graphics on the outside shots as well. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. We might consider a VF4 flight some night around Australia, around the Sydney Harbour.
Yeah,
we had a quick look at it the other night, and apparently 2 days ago they updated the graphics down that area with actually photographic material, and they put it in on the sim, so it'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic to fly over that VFR. See if there's any stowaways sitting on the wings, Kim has said.
Probably is.
Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the follow, Jack. I really appreciate that over on TikTok.
Kedlor Jacks asked, what height and how fast are we travelling? We're at 32,000 feet, and we are travelling. At this altitude, we work by Mach, so we operating at decimal 78. So 78% the speed of sound. That's how fast we are traveling.
Pretty fast at that. Pretty
fast. Yeah.
And what's the fastest that you've with a tailwind? What's the fastest that you've travelled in the Airbus?
Oh right, okay. So if you can zoom in on your ND there, the map, where you can show the wind up at the top and the ground speed, right? So if you can show the viewers, on the very top you have the letters GS. What's a 435 on your side, Dan? Is it 435?
435, yeah.
Okay, so you have GS 435 and TAS 465, around those numbers anyway. So that means your ground speed is 437 knots, but your true airspeed is actually 466. The stream here tonight is not the time to actually get in the difference between those two, because it can be a little bit complex. However, that ground speed of 438, I've seen that up at 620.
Wow.
620. And it was a screaming tailwind of 170 knots, something around that area.
I just want to bring some attention to the PFD. I've got lever is out of sync, I think. ASYM?
Asymmetry, yeah. So just move them slightly back out and into the climb detent. Did it work?
It's flashing climb, lever climb now.
Okay, so now put it into the climb detent.
There we go. Okay. That's working.
That's it.
So was that showing on your side, Jerry? Or
yeah, well, no, it starts showing when you start moving it there, all right, yeah. It just brings them back into sync. You got to sync.
Okay, gotcha.
That's all, you wouldn't see that in the real aircraft unless it was actually happening for real.
Yes.
But, or if you did, it'd be affected. It's a fault somewhere there, so you have procedures to deal with.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Thanks to the likes, aviation.co.uk.
I'm not going. I've got to address this, okay? Over on YouTube.
Doug's Den, yeah.
Doug's Den says, can we get a nodding Mr. T on the top of the MCP, please, right? No, so he's talking about on top of the autopilot control panel.
Yeah.
Dan, I promise you, if I had time this evening, I was actually thinking about trying to get the graphic, put it on my side here, so when people came to the jerry cam, they would have seen the nodding dog up there. And I wasn't going to say anything to you or anybody, but it's just amazing how somebody else came up with that idea.
I mean, do you have like hula sort of like the hula sort of women and like the the mascots? Did anybody put anything on there? Or
No. Maybe in America, but I don't see too much of it anyway.
Also, you know, when the cleaners come in, are they allowed to clean the flight deck? Or not?
They're not allowed in the flight deck.
Okay.
Yeah, we have engineers come in and clean the flight deck.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, just from a safety point of view.
Because that was the thought. You see, like I was thinking, oh my word, like what happens if they spray stuff into the?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just putting my head down here for 2 minutes, Dan, while I'm setting up for the approach.
Okay, I'll put the jerry cam on while you're doing that.
Okay. So I'm just setting up for the approach here. It's a bit of a unusual. We're going all the way out here to take a massive turn left, but we've got to do that anyway. So we've got put that in there. I'm now basically selecting. Let me just get that right in the center so everybody can see it. Now. So basically I'm filling in the data here that's required. Dan, can you do me a small favor? Oh, actually no, I can do it here. I can do it here.
Okay.
It's very easy to do here. I would just pull up the weather. That's all. Meter and... Yeah, Key West is beneath us according to this. No, it's not working here. Dan, can you do me a small favor? Can you go and get me the weather, please, for MUHA, please?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I can feel the turbulence actually.
Yeah, it's picking up a little bit. Yeah. It's so sunny out there.
Yeah.
Have you got the aviators on this evening, then? I don't see them.
You're not a pilot unless you're wearing the aviators.
Yeah, you gotta have a pair of those bad boys. Okay, so I'm going to commence my descent initially to flight level 160.
160
and descent. There we go. Thrust idle, open descent, flight level 160 blue.
I've heard on your days off you go and wear your uniform in Wetherspoons apparently.
Oh, yeah, well, not Wetherspoons because that's alcohol, but you wear around the zoo and stuff like that, you know.
Oh dear.
You go to the cinema, you know, those kind of things.
Okay, can you see the METAR? I mean, I'll print it off, but
I'll have a quick look here now.
You might have to print it again on like while it's on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Yeah, it's all up here.
Okay.
So, it's all printed now, and I can.
But it might turn blank on yours.
It did turn blank.
Yeah, so if you press print again, and then it will, and then rip it, it will come out.
Yeah, it's all done. 020 at 7 minutes.
The joys of shared stream, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so I just continue on with this. So it's 30 degrees in Havana.
Wow, we could have some of that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty cold over in England at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like in Ireland.
Same. It's really, really, really warm. And let me just double check. And we have 1018.
Oh my word! I forgot to turn the seatbelt signs off. I think. Oh no, we didn't.
I switched them up.
You did. Okay, that's all right. Kim's desperate for the loo, so
yeah,
actually, we might hear actually. Is that Kim? I don't.
There we go. Now, I'm all good. Oh, we've got one more thing to do. Let's get the minima. So I'll just quickly talk through what we're going to be doing when we get to the runway. For those of you who are interested, we're going to be landing on runway 06 tonight. And according to the information, we're going to be coming down from the north of this plate here, and this big hook will be joining that and going in along this line and landing on the runway. We'll start descending down, starting at 2,000 feet, and then we'll go down on that little slope until we land. And I can go down today to 420 feet. If you could stick that into the bar of reference for us there, please, Dan, for the decision height. And once we get down on the runway, we'll taxi in and we'll go off and have some brandy and Cuban cigars today, Dan. Brandy and Cuban cigars.
Could you give us that decision height again, sorry, Jerry?
At 420, please.
420.
Yep. My cam is going very wonky here. It's gone crazy.
Okay, well, I'll switch it back over to the Dan cam.
Dan cam.
We're cruising nicely though. I mean, what the views over the Caribbean, as it would be locally called, are fantastic.
It's every single stream. I know we say it, but this it ceases to fail to impress me all the time.
It's amazing. Okay, so we've got sort of is it 1 degrees in Dallas? I think someone said.
It's cold, isn't it?
It's pretty. Yeah, it's 1 degrees here in Dallas too. Be glad you didn't try to fly here yesterday or today. Oh, blimey.
No, did Jerry just say it's same in Ireland? No, I was agreeing with Dan. It's freezing here in Ireland. Absolutely freezing.
Dan, let's get robots to fly planes. Oh, blimey. Don't tell me that. I'm already started the process now. I'll be out of a job. I mean, the aircraft are obviously capable of landing themselves, but the pilots. It's when things start going wrong that you need that. You just need that sort of reassurance that you're going to get back on the ground again. I wouldn't like to rely fully on an automated aircraft. Would you, Jerry?
No. Obviously, I wouldn't be a fan of it all the time because I'd be doing myself out of a job. No, I tell you what's coming down the line, right? And it's trials on it at the moment where instead of 2 pilots, they're going. No, before anybody goes crazy, hear everything I have to say. At the moment, they're looking at removing 1 pilot. However, let's pretend an airline has 10 aircraft out there with 1 pilot on board each one of them. Obviously, the biggest question is, what if something happens to the pilot? Well, they could have 1 other pilot on ground who can link into all those aircraft with state-of-the-art non-interruptible communications, we call it, and he can be a first officer for any one of those pilots. So you're not going to have 10 people getting sick at the same time. God forbid if one person got sick, he can log in remotely, take over the aircraft, full functionality, and land safely from a remote place. And don't forget, that's been done already in the US military with drones. They're flying drones halfway around the world from a base in the USA, and their plane is being patrolled halfway around the world, so it can be done.
Yeah, it's it makes me slightly nervous, I have to admit. I did see a few years ago they were trialing an actual robot arm. Did you see that, a robot arm in the first officers?
Yeah.
Did you see that a few years back? That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So TikTok said they can never ever use 1 pilot. I'm hoping that is going to be the case. But unfortunately, the trials are going on at this moment in time, and the technology is being developed for 1 pilot operations.
Did you see that, Doug's there? No robots. That old joke still stands. The crews of the future will consist of 1 man and a dog. The man's there to feed the dog, and the dog's there to bite the man if he touches anything. Oh dear. If 1 pilot in the cockpit, could there be more Eurowings accidents? That's the other point, isn't it? It's whether
it definitely is.
And not only that, but you forget that it's already quite.
Okay, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, and the QNH is 1018 up the list. Let me just check. 1018, so 5,000 feet. We have to use QNH.
Yeah.
Have you set QNH 1018 for us, please, Dan?
018. And you're okay with the altitude, yeah? Yeah.
That's perfect. So altitude, thrust idle up descent, and let me just get it to hectopascals. 1018. Thrust idle up descent, 5,000 feet. Excellent.
Sorry, I think we switched it at the same time.
Okay, what are you on there?
I'm on 1018 at the moment.
That's perfect. That's it. That's what I have. Yeah.
But is it supposed to be in
No, it's
but-
actually it's coming up on their ATIS is 1018, so we'll leave.
Oh,
it
is
at
it?
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, blimey.
Yeah,
So Cuba uses QNH then.
Do you know what? I don't know. I would actually say they would use the same as the American system. And the reason I would say that, and this is a pure guess, so never flown in there, I could be well standard corrected. Somebody out there might know better. I'm looking at the transition altitude on their plate, and it was I think I seen 18,000 feet. And if it's going to be 18,000 feet, they're going to stick with the kind of American system. I would rather.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. So trans level by ATC. Oh, it's not. Altitude say hectopascals. I'm reading that off their documentation here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it is hectopascals. There you go. We learn something new every day.
That's crazy.
That's why we have plates, and that's why we read them.
Hello, everything, Sim. How you doing? TikTok Scotland has said, when do you think aeroplanes will stop being used?
That's interesting,
That's
isn't
an
it?
interesting point of view. I don't know, really. I mean, for something to be stopped being used, there's got to be a good alternative. So I think the only, in the future, I think potentially there will be space, sort of low orbit travel. So you go, you would go up, but it'd still be essentially a craft of some sort, an aeroplane, I'd imagine, maybe a rocket-based aircraft. But you'd be low orbit. You'd send it across, and you'd be able to then get to the other end of the world in a short space of time. I think that's where it could go. But I have a feeling that they will be like the Concorde of the era. When the Concorde sort of was going about, and there will only be a limited number of them that will be doing that. I don't think it will be every aircraft. It would just be for doing. Yeah, almost like a premium, wouldn't it? I'd imagine for people that are.
Yeah, they were looking at one down where they do a vertical takeoff like a rocket, but now they're looking at them obviously to take off like a plane. And they reckon it's in development at the moment, and in 10 years' time, you'll be able to take off from Los Angeles and land in Sydney, Australia in 45 minutes by a parabolic flight into space and back down again.
Wow.
Now, I know nothing more than that, but when I read it, I was like, oh no, here we go.
Can Fly UK please say the passenger in row 13 please replace his mask?
We're getting into the mask police now.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, Dan, we're passing 10. I just want to do this.
Okay, past the 10. So
lights. Let's warn the cabin crew. Reduce to 50 knots. 250 knots. I'm reducing to. Bring that down. And I'm going to activate the approach phase. So performance, activate, confirm. May I have an approach check, please?
Yeah, approach checklist. Cabin crew
are advised.
Seatbelts
are on.
Briefing and nav aids.
It's confirmed and set for an ILS runway 06. We're going to be looking for an ident of India Hotel Alpha, and that will be tuned as 110.5.
Okay, and the one that's always blurry and I can't see it, is it
MDA?
Yeah.
Is 420 feet.
ECAM status
is checked.
EFS and iPad
is stowed.
Perfect. Nummaps that said interaction with you guys made me laugh, and Jenna said hi. Regular Jenna.
Jenna's in. Hi Jenna, how are you doing?
And the game 042 said, I think the robot finger started because Metal Mickey is sat next to me and he is sweating.
Do you remember that? That was in the 80s. That's serious. Probably nobody here now remembers that, except me. But yeah, that was on the 80s.
Hugo Perkins said, love your streams. Was watching not long ago on TikTok. Oh, thank you very so much for popping over on the other channel as well to watch.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, no. When I jump over to MS Flight Sim, I'm going to set up a channel like this, except it will be drunk flight totally. Oh, blimey!
What makes you think we're not doing?
Don't even start that, Jerry. I've put I don't drink, on my medical, which is, yeah, there we go. Said Launcher said, "What's Metal Mickey?" I'll let you explain that.
It was a series years ago. If you can think, it was a robot that lived with a family. That as far as I remember, that's what it was. You'd have to Google it. I mean, I'm 49 now, and that thing was out when I was 10. So that's how far back we're talking, There we go.
Absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look on the jerry cam and
Better.
look, I'm just wake him up.
So, look,
I'm just
can
having
you see the detail on the marks of the window, the scratches on my window there, Dan? Can you? They've even thought about scratches on the window.
Oh, definitely.
Now, the reason I say that is, you get a lot of scratches that's just up around here. And actually, they're depicted very well. See them on the front of my window here?
Yeah.
The reason for it is people throw the tech log up there all the time.
Oh, really?
And the tech log could be in a hard plastic case. And it keeps touching the window. So they've actually thought of everything in this similar, you know?
How funny. Just going over to my screen, and we've got a window seat, and you see the scratches, even the marks on the window as well. I mean, I'm just looking at the edge. I mean, the graphics are incredible, and we're now a passenger.
I tell you,
amazing.
I'm not saying too much about it, but we spoke about another type of model there earlier on. It's of a 320, but another kind of supplier. Dan, it's looking very impressive, and
Is it?
I think we should, when it comes, try it.
I think so.
Try it, because we can give them more failures and stuff like that.
Definitely. Let's go back to the jerry cam and.
Okay. Look at that sunset coming in through Dan's window. There we go. So basically, we are, just to let you know, we're just up to the northwest of the airport at the moment. It's 28 nautical miles away, and it's just underneath that cloud bank that's ahead of us. I think you can just about see the land there. It won't take us long now getting in. I say we're going to be landing in, let's just see what the computer says. The computer says
no.
No.
John Hamilton has said there was an inflatable emergency pilot in the movie Airplane. Yes, I remember.
That was very good. That was.
Hugo Perkins has said, I play X-Plane 11 with the Tolis A321-200. Absolutely amazing and stunning. Is that the one that you've got, Jerry?
Sorry, say that again. You broke up.
A321. A321 in X-Plane 11.
Yes, it is very good. Yeah,
Tolis. Metal Mickey, we can rebuild him if we have the empty bean tins.
I play X-Plane 11 with the Tolis 320. Absolutely amazing, stunning. Yes, it is. Hugo, just to comment further on that, you can set up some failures on that, and it is fantastic. It goes into a lot of failures. However, me and Dan were just very briefly looking at another model earlier on yesterday kind of thing. And some of the failures, and let me just mention one of them, is called a DC bus fail. It's a horrible failure. But if they're going to bring that into the Airbus, that means they've probably hundreds of different failures. And you know what, Dan? We could nearly get them to vote on a failure and make it as a surprise for both of us, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
we could definitely set like a time limit and see what happens when it kicks in. You know, I'm sort of, in some ways, it's like the fly-by-wire. It's fantastic that it's community led, etc.
Yeah.
But I really wouldn't mind, you know, putting money towards it to get a bigger team and actually, you know. I think loads of people would actually pay for that. If it meant that they could speed the development up on it.
Completely. So descending to altitude 3,000 feet.
Okay. So descend to 3,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm descending now.
So Maria has said Feliz, which is happy, and then I'm not too sure what the other word is. Vagi. Yeah.
Okay, Feliz Vagi. Calric 65 roses. Oh my God! Thank you very much.
Thank you, said Launch. I mean, the top gifters from last year. Yeah. Kim, Siobhan, said Launch is in there. Look, with the 6 coins. India. Is it? In Daya, I think, and Telly. So there we go. So the next on the next public stream, simulate stream, there will be people from this stream will be mentioned like that on the next stream. So thanks, Said Launch. I'm not too sure who the winner is, who the top one is at the stream yet. You could see who's leading that at the moment. Thanks for the likes and thanks for the shares. There's, like I say, there's that was the opening line of the show. Doug Stent said, with the metal Mickey, we can rebuild him. We have the empty beans cans. I think Jerry's fell asleep.
No,
Jerry,
I'm here.
right?
Sorry, my apologies. I'm just looking at the approach here, making sure we've got everything spot on. So we can now descend to altitude 2,000 feet. But I was just thinking, Dan, what I might do is do a stream myself at some stage with thunder and light. Did you ever see the storms that used to be over here? Over this part of the world.
Yes.
It's incredible, and especially if we can get a live one. But I've just looked at the simulator with the stuff that we can actually input into it. I think we'd be able to give people a good, entertaining, real stormy thunder and lightning stream from night.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah, because we set that up prior to departure, don't we, Joe? We were playing with that the other day, so we just have to make sure we have a complete matched setting. But we can do that thing. We are motoring, I've noticed. We are motoring.
We are.
2,500.
So there we go. We are now down at 2,000 feet, and we're basically going straight ahead here for 8 nautical miles, and we'll swing a huge left and join the inbound for the airport. I'm just looking at my window. I can't see the airport at the moment. It's a little bit misty over there, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right once we get established on the localizer. So, speed alt star, we are good.
Oh, thanks for the gifts, Kim, and thank you, Said Launch, as well. I didn't expect Cuba to be this green. That's me being naive, to be honest.
But did we just drunkenly fly back to Ireland?
No, that's what I know. It just like it does look very well. I haven't flown over Ireland yet, you know. But I'd imagine it looks like this, you know.
What you're looking at there is basically what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm managing the speed at the moment, and you can see on the PFD there where we're going to be making a fairly sharp turn. So with that kind of turn, I want to slow down, and with that, speed 220, flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
And now I'm going to arm the approach. So that's glow slope and low green, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2.
Perfect.
And speed 195, flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
And speed selecting 180. Sorry, yeah, 180. 170 is good. So Lokestar.
Lokestar, yeah. And we are coming off track. Is that expected with the approach? Is it?
That's correct, yeah. Because we are now at the localizer is taking precedent over it. See the way glide slope is now armed in blue? It's armed. Yeah. We're holding our altitude in green, but the glide slope is blue. When that comes down and it hits the middle, it'll overtake the altitude. It won't hold the altitude anymore.
The SED 5000, are you going a little fast? What's the approach speed? The SED 5000 said.
The approach speed at this moment in time, we're 170 knots at this moment in time.
And Dave Rendon over on Twitch, hello, how you doing? Thanks for joining over on Twitch. And thanks for the gifts. Said Launch and Kim are battling it out on the gifts.
Oh my word.
The top gifters will obviously be mentioned on the next stream. Again, these are the top gifters on the last stream. Kim seems to be there and Said Launch. Look, but Kim was actually winning last time. Can you believe it?
I don't know what's better, watch their battle or watch our landing.
I don't know. It's all very entertaining, isn't it? Very entertaining. And again, I want to say a huge thank you to the Patreon members that have joined the channel. I will show the Patreon members again when we land at the gate. But if you do want to help support the channel further, we've got a Patreon-only stream this Sunday and it's from Madrid to Gibraltar, so that'll be a private stream for the patrons only, and you can join by patreon.com/flyuk. So thank you ever so much for the support from the patrons, and we'll mention them again once we land. How are we looking, Jerry?
We're looking very well. We're just approaching the glide slope there. Watch the glide slope capture, and the glide slope go from GS blue to GS green.
Fantastic.
And glide slope star, and that's good. We're going to set 3000 for the missed approach, so 3000 is set. Okay, so manage gear down.
Gear down.
It's a bit misty up there. Speed is managed. Can you arm the spoilers, please?
Yeah, I can arm the spoilers.
Let's just double check the cabin. Get that. Here we go.
Do you want any auto brake in this landing?
Ah, no, I'm going to do it myself. So 160
no.
flaps 3.
Flap 3.
And speed 155, flaps full, landing checks.
Flaps full.
And landing check.
Landing check. Okay, barrel reference.
It's Q and H set.
Also thrust.
Is speed.
Ecam memo.
Landing, we have the cabin blue, but they did say that they were.
Okay, I'll just I'll get rid of that for you.
Okay, so disconnecting the autopilot. Okay, manually flying it.
There we go. The safety net's off. Jerry has got the autopilot off, and he's going in. Hey, Tom Hatton, how you doing? Danny Boy,
hey.
Don't forget to press your landing system button. So, yeah, Tom flies for an airline as well. I won't mention what airline just in case.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining, Tom. So actually Jerry's flying. So if he books this up, then he's an airline pilot like yourself. So I'm not taking the blame. No, I might take the blame.
I think we fly the same type, isn't that right?
Yeah, he flies the same type. Yeah. Yeah.
Land.
Okay, land.
He'll understand these calls now.
It's, I'm supposed to be. We had a bit of a brief last night of things that I should be doing, and I'm supposed to be have my head in the cockpit apparently in the flight deck and just looking at the screen while Jerry looks out. So
it's glitching. It's glitching.
I'm not having any glitching excuses now. If you muck this landing up, and there was definitely nothing wrong with the sim, you know. Let's go and have a look at the window seat while we're waiting. Let's have a look at the window seat. There we go. Wow, look at that flex on the wing. Wow. Have we stopped? Have we frozen?
I haven't.
Dear. Okay, all right. I'm going to resume. Oh no.
Oh, don't tell me you're frozen up there, are you?
Oh no.
Oh, can you go to the jerry cam?
Let's go to the jerry cam.
Or are we disconnected?
Oh no, you've already landed. What's
yeah, I've already landed.
Oh no.
So something's gone wrong with Dan's computer there.
Oh, what's going on? I mean, oh dear.
Well, do me a favour, put the flaps up. Oh, sorry, but disarm the spoilers. Disarm the spoilers.
I'm just wondering now. I mean, it was actually moving quite well, you know. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually we're already on the ground. Can you believe it?
There we go. If my one's still working and streaming there, then.
Yeah, you're on the jerry cam, so I mean it's the first. I mean we've never. Well, I've had it so that it's frozen on Jerry's side, but he's able to get it back because I'm the host or whatever. I think this actually comes back to the fact, Jerry, that that was a very buttery landing. I think it comes back to the point that whoever's flying, I think, needs to be the host, Jerry. I think this comes down to. Didn't even feel it. John Hamilton said, "Oh my word!"
Take the shortcut straight over on the standing. Let's see, does this guy come out here? Stay back! Don't come near me! Look, I'm walking across the ramp. There we go.
Is it glitchy locally, Jerry?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for the gifts, everybody.
So single pilot operations here. I better do everything myself. So.
We didn't get that cabin announcement.
Okay, so brake that's on. One is off. Switch off one. Switch off two. Super. Oh, we get rid of that. No ferrous there.
50, 10.
And seatbelt is off.
Oh, and do you know what?
Speaking
It's
of.
actually teleported me back into into the actual airport now. So I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Okay.
Anyway, but thanks ever so much. Kim is trying to pull on back. I think that's the competition. Nice flight, guys. Doug's then. Yeah, sorry everybody for these are technical issues that we will have from time to time. It's not usually that bad of a technical issue, especially when it comes to the last part and the final part.
Yeah, that was unusual.
It was unusual, but I appreciate everybody that's obviously joined the stream, and obviously for those that are on TikTok, thanks for the follows, thanks for the shares, thanks for the gifts. Top gifters again from the last stream were Kim, Siobhan, Sedlorch, Ian Daya and Telly, and obviously the next top gifters from this stream will be mentioned on the next simulator stream. And I do want to mention the Patreon members again. So Patreon members are a way you can support the channel further by having a monthly subscription, and in exchange you get a mention every stream. And in economy, we've got empty seats. In business, Living History UK, Matthew Allen, Niall, Conway, Steve Rowe in business. Thanks ever so much for your support. And in the first class, we have Christian, John Restle, and the rest are empty seats. Thanks ever so much again for the support. And if you do want to join Patreon, you can do by going to patreon.com/UK. And yeah, we'll the next stream. We're not too sure where it will take us, but I do know that we've got a Patreon-only stream, on Sunday. So I sense Jerry's reading the comments. He's having a good laugh there. He's having a good laugh. Yeah. So can you reset the game to the approach? Oh man. I tell you what, Jerry. Let's keep the stream live. Yeah?
Okay.
And let's do a straight-in approach into Cuba, just for the benefit of the stream. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, let's try it. We don't know whether it'll work, but let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to go back and get the engines going again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What we'll do? I think it. Yeah. Shall we?
I know what you're. Let's put the engine masters on. Let's take the park and brake off. Let's set flap 3.
Yeah.
And now you go and reset it out to the approach.
Yeah, okay. All right. And I don't know whether it will disconnect us for us, but we'll see.
Let's see what happens.
So I'm going to go back to the main menu. I don't know whether it's going to disconnect.
Okay, this is a first. So we're going to try
we don't
this.
know what's going to happen here.
Okay, I'm disconnected.
Okay.
Switched. No, I'm not disconnected. I'm switched off on stand.
Okay. So we got Havana. And it might just connect us in the air, so I don't know I don't know what's going to happen here.
Okay.
So gear down, engine switches on, flaps free, parking brake off. Okay, we're all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just reset. Were we going to runway 06, by the way?
06, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right, you ready? We'll try this then, everybody. We'll try this. If this works, Jerry, we could do a few landing requests, actually. We can go and do around the world landing requests while we're...
You never know, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Everything seems to be trying to start up on my side.
Okay.
And when you get up into the air, do a live pause. Active pause, I should say.
Okay. Are you? Have you got control?
One moment.
So we're over speeding now. I don't know if you're getting the same.
Okay, I'm going to give you control.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I've got control.
Okay, restart. So now you are in the air. So you've got control and you're active pause.
I'm not on active pause. Should I be on active pause?
Yeah, go
okay.
on active pause. Give my one a chance.
Okay. Yep. And do you want to disconnect and reconnect? Shall we? Should we do that?
Let this one run first because we're good. I'm good there for the moment. I want to see what happens, and then if it works, well and good. If it doesn't, we do the disconnect, reconnect, and then that's every possibility ironed out. So
and
I'll leave the
server. I'll leave the server active actually, so you might be able to just reconnect. Oops.
Okay.
Is that working?
Looks it. One moment.
Okay.
Okay, it's gone crazy. Okay. Are you on active
pause still?
No.
You're not on active pause. Okay.
No, my simulator is doing its own thing. Let me just get rid of that chart, and there we go. It's working.
Okay, it's working.
Okay.
It just all looks quite dead here, so I need to make sure that.
Oh, I've got a dual engine failure.
Yeah, and me.
Glide it down, glide it in.
Dearie me.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Pitch up the nose a bit. Pitch up the nose.
Okay.
Can you see the airfield? There it is, just slightly to the right. Get the speed all the way back to F speed. Okay. And hold the F speed. Very important.
I've
hold the F speed.
2,500.
My PFD is not working.
No, it shouldn't be working either. It should be on my side. See, my side is working.
Okay,
the engines.
I'll switch over to your side then a little bit.
Give me control.
Okay, you got control.
I have control. Oh my God, we've got the double. This is the Sully in the Cuba.
Sully in Cuba.
The Sully in the Cuba. This is not going to work. We're too far out. Okay, Dan, I will need you to do a manual gear extension.
Okay.
Manual gear extension. Okay.
I don't think this is modelled, Jerry.
Is it not?
No. Let me just try and. Have you got the Ram Air or so? Can you?
Let me just see. Can I get this out here? 1 second. Emergency jet. Switch them. No, Ram Air. That's the wrong one. No. So I'll leave that. Doesn't matter. Okay. I'll tell you when then to give me the gear, okay?
Okay, I think it's... the gear's actually down by the looks of it.
Is it down, is it?
It's
okay.
Alright, yeah, the gear's down.
So we have flap 3. We're going to land with config 3. Oh, it's too much. We can't stretch this. We're going to land short.
Oh dear.
I can tell you now we're going to land short. What I can do is try and...
Jerry, there's a nice field to the right of us. I'm just thinking that... no, actually... Oh dear. Okay.
Just to the right of the airport. Just to the right of the airport.
500.
Too low.
Okay.
Terrain.
Okay, that's...
Too low. Terrain.
400.
Okay.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Okay.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Well, at least
too low. Terrain.
Here's the tree.
Oh, no.
Too low.
Brace,
terrain.
Brace.
Too low. Terrain.
Brace.
10.
Hey.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, we're alright. We're okay. Okay, we're okay. Okay, we survived, Jerry.
Just pitching. See the way the electrics are going?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, well, look.
So brakes are set, reverses are cancelled. Attention, this is the captain speaking. Using all available exits, evacuate the aircraft. There you go.
So
the
evac actually works.
It does.
Oh wow. Oh dear.
There we go.
Dear,
how do we look outside, Dan?
Do you know what? Actually, I reckon it's better than an airport. You can go straight out to nature. No one's hurt. Yeah. What the heck? I just woke up. Gringo man. Oh dear. A few more scratches on the window, Tookie89 has said. Okay, well, I think we'll leave it there. It's obviously the flight in the mid-air is not a doable thing, is it? So, yeah, maybe that for another day.
That was good fun. It was good fun.
External power, please, with a laughing face, Tookie89.
We'll have to call the airport and ask them to come out through the field in the Massey Ferguson tractor.
Oh, dear. All right, well, on that note, we will end the stream. But thanks ever so much for everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And sorry
that was great fun.
The last part of the landing sort of had a bit of a technical issue, with connecting. So John Hamilton said that was great fun. Yeah.
Oh, look, a lion.
Oh dear. Look,
Lions
you know,
and bears in Cuba here.
it was great. I'm glad actually that turned out in, you know, that we had a field to go into, Jerry, because that wasn't too bad after all, was it?
It worked.
Yeah,
It worked.
dead stick language landing. So yeah, okay. Well, bye for now, and we'll hopefully
Take
see you
care.
again. And for the Patreon members, we'll definitely see you on Sunday. So if you want to join
Looking
Patreon for the Patreon only stream, which is this Sunday at 9 p.m, we're going from Madrid to Gibraltar, and that was voted for by the Patreon members. So we are. Dan Price said, "I just joined on these new remote stands." It's actually an airport that hasn't been built yet. We've just thought we'd give it a bit of a test run.
We were asked to test it, yeah.
Thanks ever so much, and like you say, we will see you again soon. But if you are patrons, we'll see you on Sunday. And and that's it. And do you want to say bye, Jerry?
Take care, guys. Really enjoyed it tonight. A great fun. Thanks, Kim. Thanks all of the regulars and everybody who's joined in. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks very much. See you soon.
Bye.